Good day. I present myself. I am Alexis Vasquez, and I'm going to talk about the conclusion of the core activity and all the topics we've seen in the semester to conclude this project. I've always heard my parents how much we waste electricity in our place, and I wasn't aware until days ago. Till days ago, I realized how much money do they spend monthly by paying the light receipt. I would like to mention all the process that this project involved. So first of all, we were told to find a light receipt in our houses. I personally struggled in finding it, so I entered on the web and searched for CFE webpage, that is the company which manages the electricity in all the country. I submitted an account and I was directed to a page which told me all the light consumption my house made in the last year. Thus, we made a written document which contains photos and a brief description of how the receipt is read, and we finally conclude for the first stage of our core activity that my house was the one that spent the most during the last year for light or electricity. For following up this project during class, we saw some topics that were useful for the second stage of the core activity, such as ecological footprint. Now I can mention previous the second stage of the core activity that the ecological footprint is a mark that my lifestyle is placing on this planet. The second stage of the project involved the deep research of solar panels and how do they work for implementing a solution of the house that was the model for the electricity management. In this case, it was my place. For the final step of this project, I was in charge of the questions 2 and 3, and in question 2 I investigated all the requirements that a house must have for the installation of solar panels. I considered that the requirement that is the most important is unstable ceiling for the protection of the entire house and the weight that the solar panels have. Even this is logical, it is useful to mention that the place or the ceiling where the solar panels are going to be installed must have a directed sunlight. And in question 3, I investigated the solar radiation data and compared to cities with Monterrey, first of all Chihuahua, and then Ciudad Obregón. For concluding this project, I must admit that I feel ashamed about the consumption of electricity in my house, and I'm going to strongly propose to my parents the installation of solar panels and the change of our lifestyles for a better ecological footprint. Thank you.